is Maggie.
And I'm Penny.
Today, we're going to talk about how we started our YouTube channel and why we think that starting a YouTube channel in our 50s is a good idea. So, I'm going to kick off um, to say that we were having our annual Christmas chit
Phone
chat,
call. Yeah.
phone
Hmm.
call, and I was mentioning that our conversations were so interesting that we should do a podcast
Hmm.
and do a YouTube channel. And Penny jumped on board. She goes, "That's a great idea." And I was like, and so we started making plans right there. This was on Christmas Day
Hmm.
of
That's right.
2023.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
And I hung up and I said to my husband, I said, I think I just made a commitment to do a YouTube channel.
What was his reaction?
And he's like, that's good. So I like, and he was very, very supportive. My husband
That's
is
good.
incredibly supportive of any shenanigans that I get into.
That's
So
so
anyway,
funny. For me, like I don't watch YouTube except for the DIY videos, how to fix things and how to do things, So it was really new to me. So I remember asking, well, what do we need? What do we have to do? I said, I'm not super computer savvy or, I don't know how to, you know, be on camera and things like that. And you're like, oh no, the startup's not much. You're telling me, you're assuring me and things like that, that you made it sound so easy. That's why I was like,
well,
okay.
well, and the truth is that I had been thinking about it for a
Hmm.
while, and I had been checking out YouTube channels that taught you how to get started as a YouTuber,
Hmm.
and what you need, and how to formulate, organize your show, and all of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I figured that I knew enough to be dangerous and to do this and that.
I know, and I like I said, it was a big learning curve for me. I had to watch some of the videos. I had to figure things out. Learn a little bit about it.
Right. So we started doing some meetings, and of course, Penny and I don't live in the same city. In fact, we
Hmm.
don't even live in the same time zone. I'm in the East Coast; she's on the West
Ah,
Coast.
right.
So there's the time difference, but we're making it work. And she uh, financed the equipment and got us the same cameras and the lights and the
Hmm.
microphones. And I got us started with our YouTube channel and
Website.
everything else,
Got
a
the website.
website,
Hmm.
which my son created the logo, and he's also working on the website right
The
now.
logo. See.
And so yeah, and he did a marvelous job with that.
He
And
did.
so then we just started. I don't know what happened to me, but something unlocked in my head, and I had written down in about an hour's time
Yeah, I remember that.
about 80 topics.
Right. Yeah.
Right, it was like a total brain dump
Right. You're
of
like,
topics.
look at the drive, and I look, and there's like all this stuff. I'm like, what the heck?
And then there was more, and then there was more, and then there
Right.
was more. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that I had all this stuff I want
Right.
to talk about pent up
Mm-hmm.
in my head. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, we've got like a whole huge list
Mm-hmm.
of things to talk about,
I love it.
and it was a challenge to try to organize how we were going to make our channel, how we were going to talk about it, and in the beginning, we struggled with it. We learned how to do a lot of editing, and really, Penny was the one who pioneered that. She started the editing and did a spectacular job for
Oh, thanks.
someone who's never done it before in her life. Um,
And
but I
yeah,
think your son helped you find the right software.
yeah, he told me to use Caden Live, which is
Yeah.
open source, and I really like it. I mean, it's a sort of a steep learning curve,
Hmm.
but I actually see the versatility. And there's also CapCut, but I still like Caden Live a little bit more. And there's the social media too. I remember, I remember we were talking. You're like, Penny, you're gonna do the editing, and Penny, you're gonna do the social media. And I'm like, what? I just remember that.
Yeah. Well, Penny was really good at taking pictures and
Oh my
doing
God.
social media because I know that she posts a whole lot and I don't post very much.
I kind of,
So, and
yeah.
she's really good at that. So, but we're both doing it now.
Yeah.
So I've taken a little bit of the share now.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
And you're
taken
doing
a little
well.
bit of
You're doing
her.
very well though. I
Well,
mean,
thank
it's
you.
like it's a lot. It's a lot to
Yeah.
learn. And so,
Yeah. And I knew it was burdensome because it's
yeah.
not easy to edit. So we did what we can, and Penny and I have lives. We
Mm.
she has a profession, and I have my job, my full-time job, and I have elderly parents that I care for. So it is an outlet. And so these are some of the reasons why I thought it was a good idea to start a YouTube channel, as a hobby, as an
Mhm.
outlet, as a creative way to express yourself and to connect with people. And the you know we uh, Penny and I have been in touch throughout the years, but we've never been in touch so much as when we
Recently.
decided to go
Yeah. Hmm.
and do this channel.
Yeah.
So we get together weekly, online. Of course, we chat and we plan and talk about each other's lives and that sort of thing. Um, and it's fun. I
Hmm.
find it to be a challenge. As we get older, we need something to challenge us.
Keep our brain busy.
Keep our brain busy
Yeah.
learning
Hmm.
something new, learning new skills,
Hmm.
and it's a fun way to learn how to
Yeah.
do all
I mean,
this.
you need a lot of skills. You really need to hone into a lot of things that you might have learned in the past and, incorporate a lot of things into just the channel, right? It's almost as if, it takes a lot of effort with very little, you know, like reward in a way. That's why you have to really enjoy it.
Yes.
And there's a lot behind the scenes that goes into just getting a video up. I mean, there's
Right.
so much behind the scenes. And for me, I think it's helped me a lot because I didn't realize how annoying I was when I talk. I had no idea how much I giggle and laugh and repeat and say, and things like that. So it really, was a good way for me to actually be not annoying. That
Well,
makes
I
sense.
mean, it improves your
Yeah,
communication
it
skill.
does. It does.
I'm
I
sure
think
I
that's
say
what.
a whole lot myself, so I understand that.
Yeah.
But it's a sense of community. We decided to do topics centered around Generation X because that is our expertise, because that is the life that we lived during that generation. And we have a lot of fun memories that we want to share. And I know that there is a community out there that also wants to share those same memories, uh, and relive the past a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that, because we are the bridge between the old ways and the new ways.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so it's nice to have a community and sharing our life experiences
Yeah.
and expertise to the up and coming generations
Yeah.
as well.
Nostalgia
Uh,
is always fun. It's always very
yes.
nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. It's always fun. Um, but yeah, some life lessons that we learned we're going to try really hard not to be preachy, um, or, back in our day, we did this, we're not, we're not like that. Um, Sometimes we feel like we should be that way, but we're not. But we thought we had some valuable insights to offer, with the benefit of experience, um, for the up and coming generations as well. Um, and you live the dream. If you ever wanted to have your own TV show, this is it.
That was your dream.
That's my dream. Maybe
I
not
didn't have
yours.
that dream.
I wanted to be a movie star or have my own TV show. I always dreamed to be in one of those shows. So now I'm starring in my own show, and what's wrong with that? It's the Penny and Maggie show, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
Yeah, it's fun.
What a time we're living in that we can do that.
I love the technology. I just wish we had this when we were young. I feel like I was born a little too early, but I actually looking back, it's kind of nice that we know how to do things the old way, and the new
Yes.
way, like you were saying. So it gives us a bit of
Mhm.
an edge in a way, I think, in certain situations, you know.
Yep. And there's benefits to it too. We're learning and engaging, and that's good for your mental health. Really good. If we ever get monetized, who knows? We're not monetized yet. We might get monetized one day. That's making a little extra money. That's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that, especially, in a few years, we're going to be entering retirement. And having that little extra money coming in is a nice boost. And it's helpful. So, anyway, hit subscribe. Um, it's also like a second career, your second act when eventually when retirement comes, you want something to do, your second act, you get better at it over time, and it's something to look forward to. I really look forward to doing these videos.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
it's a
fun.
lot of fun.
And the beauty of YouTube is that there is something for everybody out
Hmm.
there. And so you can't go wrong if you are on the fence. I was like, should I start a YouTube video? I don't have the personality. I don't know anything. Well, you know something,
Yeah.
and you have the personality.
Hmm. Yeah.
You might be a calm person, you might be a very engaging person, you might be a person that has high energy. It doesn't matter. Some people like a high energy YouTuber, some people like a calm YouTuber, some people like just the knowledge.
Yeah.
And there is something for everybody there. So take the chance
Hmm.
because you could just use your phone
Hmm.
and upload videos, and it's
Yeah.
very little monetary risk.
Hmm. Right. And you never know what's interesting to people. Like something that you think is like, oh, it's not a big deal, but it's very interesting to other people.
It's
You just never
interesting.
know. Yeah. And then sometimes you've got trolls. There's always going to be trolls, and it's not a big, they just, they're just keyboard warriors. You just ignore them. It's not personal or anything like that.
It's not personal. Do not take it personally. Trolls just be trolling
Yeah.
because that's what they do. And you can't make everybody happy.
Yeah. They're just like to instigate
They
people,
like to
and that's
instigate.
their job all day long.
That's their thing. That's what makes them happy. That's what gives them a reason to wake up in the morning
Yeah.
fine. So don't let that get to you because um, that can stop you. And sometimes bullying will stop people from fulfilling their dreams, and you shouldn't let that happen.
Yeah.
And these people, you will never meet them
Hmm.
ever. So just, you do you.
Just
There is
ignore
going to
it.
be an
I
audience
just
out there
ignore it.
for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, just ignore it.
Yeah.
Just ignore it. And just know that they're there. They're going to be there in every walk of life.
And
So,
there's also scams sometimes too. You just have to be careful. When people message you and say, "Hey, I have a way to make you have more views or more, make your content better and things like that." I just ignore those because there's always, this promise that they're giving you, but it's probably something where you have to pay them and things like that. So I
oh, yeah.
just delete those or block them, you know,
Hmm.
because only you
Yeah.
will know what's good or not good. And, you just have to learn it for yourself. You can't,
Yeah,
pay
the
someone
the
to do it.
audience will be the judge. So,
Yeah.
and if you keep coming back for more, then that is wonderful. That makes us
Yeah.
happy. And what makes us happy is also putting on content that you enjoy. So we look forward to hearing from the community out there, and we're willing to talk about whatever you want us to talk
Yeah.
about.
And have guests. I really enjoy having guests.
Yes, we've
Yeah.
already had
A
three
few.
guests
Yeah.
already, and we hope to have more
Yeah.
in the future. So, when we're also expanding our channel. We're doing retro, which is a lot of nostalgia. We're doing wordplay, which is a lot of slang and the evolution of words and phrases since Generation X time to present time. We're also we're introducing noir, which is the dark side of Gen X and things that happened in the 70s and 80s and 90s that are notorious. A lot of so stay tuned for that
Mhm.
channel, and we're also basically talking about life as a Gen Xer, what we look forward to in the future, what we've done in the past, and sometimes just general chit chat.
Yeah.
So that's when we can't think of anything else.
Right,
We'll
I
do
know, I
general
know.
chit
And we're always just very honest, you know. It's just like we've always
chat.
had these kind of conversations on the phone, and to me it's sort of like another conversation on the phone except we're in our meeting, you know. So I've always enjoyed. I always look forward to talking to you, you know, and it's just nice to talk to someone that has lived, you know, through the same similar kind of situations and things like that, and we pretty much understand each other pretty well too.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if you're in your 50s and you're on the fence, go ahead and give it a shot. You know, who knows? You might go viral
Hmm.
and have a lot of fans,
Yeah.
and um, it's a lot of fun. It's a great
Yeah, but
hobby,
it is
and
work. It is work, though. I'm not going to kid you. It is work, you know, and but just don't be discouraged. Eventually, you'll get there, though.
mhm.
Mm.
So all in all, we're happy that we're doing this. We hope to be doing this for a long time to come, and we hope that you join us and whenever we put out content out there. So anyway, we hope to see you again next week, and we'll talk to you soon. Take
Yes,
care.
thank you. Bye.